Hey, what's up guys? Brandon here with Hunter's Hall. I want to give you my top 3 goose decoy spreads that we are going to use here in the early season to attract the most geese possible. Number 1 is the edge of field spread. So we like to hunt here on some edges where we've got trees or we've got a ditch bank that we can set panel blinds up on. So we will set a couple panel blinds and have up to 10 guys in these panel blinds on the edge of a field. And all of this depends on wind direction of how we're going to set our decoys up. We always want the geese landing into the wind, and so if we have wind to our back, we are going to set up in a basic horseshoe, and we are going to give ourselves 10 to 15 yards between our blind and the first decoys we've set out, give us plenty of room. And then out here on the edge, we are going to load up a bunch of decoys and keep it thin right here in the middle, and we are going to set up our kill hole right in the middle to where we've got geese coming in and landing directly into that kill hole right into the wind. If we've got a different wind direction, we are going to set up a fish hook into that wind. So if we've got wind coming from this direction, we want the geese coming in here, and we are going to set up a fish hook out in front of the blinds out into the middle of the field. And we're going to load up our decoys here, keep it somewhat thin, and we are going to funnel any geese we can into that kill hole right there and side shoot them. You can do that the opposite way as well. If you need them to land this way, you're going to set the fish hook up the other way. And you're going to bring them out into the middle of the field a little bit so that you can funnel any birds coming across that field along that spread. All right, number 2 is the X spread. This is going to be a spread that we use in the middle of a field with layout blinds, and it's also going to be one we use when there's little to no wind. We don't know which direction birds are going to want to land in, so we're giving them every angle that they can come in. So we're going to start with our blinds out in the middle of the field. Just simple layout blinds, and we are going to build our decoys in and around the blinds to hide them as much as we can. And then we are going to branch out and do an X. And what that does is it gives us a kill hole literally on all 4 sides of us. And as we put the decoys out, we are going to make these a little thicker out on the end of these legs. But what that does is it allows us to adapt to whichever way the geese are coming in. We can, if we get a wind and geese are coming in down here, we can turn our blinds and we can set up to where we've got a shot this way. Or if they're coming in from any way, we have opportunities. We're not having to swing them around into us. So that is a middle of the field spread that we like to use if there is no wind. All right, and number 3 is an early season one that I like to use. This is also out in the middle of a field, and this is with wind. So we're going to set our layout blinds. You could do a panel blind if you wanted out in the middle of the field. And we are going to build our decoys out in and around us, just like we did on the other. And then we are just going to put little groups of decoys out in front of us. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to get a kill hole here where geese are coming in. They can come in right here, or they can come in right here. And this is with a wind coming to our backs as normal. So it's just giving geese a little bit of an opportunity to come in different ways. We don't have a huge spread out. It's not a late season hunt where we're trying to get as many decoys in the field as we can. Just a little bit in and around the main layout and giving different opportunities for those geese to come in. Like to do that in the early season before those flocks get really, really big. And this has been successful for us. So those are my top 3 spreads that we are going to use here as we get into goose season. If you are interested in learning more or getting more gear, head to huntershall.com. We have subscription boxes for all waterfowl hunters, all the way from $44 a month to our new premier box at $300 every quarter. You're going to get awesome gear in it. You're going to get waders. You're going to get blinds, all sorts of stuff. So head to huntershall.com, pick up a box as we head into waterfowl season, and put these different spreads to use with your new gear.